Hi everyone, welcome back to another video for Phantasy Star Purple 2. So we're going to pick up the story in this episode. So in the last episode we collaborated with the Guardians with Lumia to defend one of the Communion of Goral sites. We've been ordered to go back to Clad 6 and to report to Ursula and Kraz. So we're going to do that in a second. Just off camera, just to let you know, I have adjusted things a little bit. So in PSP 2 and in Infinity you have this ability called Customize Abilities. And this gives you a little boost that you can add to your character. So you can see at the moment at the top of the screen, we have 4 available slots to use. So what I've done is, just off camera, I've added a few abilities just to help us out a bit. So I've given us HP boost to give us another 50 health. I've given us full charge shot, which allows us to charge our shots up to a 2nd level. I've given us PP escape save, which cuts the PP cost of dodging. And also auto heal critical, which is when we go below 35% HP, we'll automatically heal. It should just help us out a little bit and make things a little bit easier. So what we'll do is we'll head to the Little Wing CEO office. Yeah, there's definitely no one to talk to, so we'll head straight there.
Emilia, 来ました。
入っていいわよ。
今はあの声聞くだけでお腹が痛くなってくるよ。
Now I'm pretty sure I know why Emilia's been called here, but we'll see if I'm right.
あんた、パートナーなんだから、できるだけ私をフォローしてよね。
I got you.
よし。あんたが一緒って考えたら、踏み出す勇気が出てきた。深呼吸よーし。息をためて。頼もう
I like how she has to psych herself up before going in to see Ursula and Kraz.
お誕生日おめでとうね、エミリア
Yeah, that was exactly why I thought we were getting called in. So just before we did the last mission, it was sort of, well, Kraz was told that it was Emilia's birthday coming up and he'd obviously completely forgotten about it. So Chelsea had asked if she could go and buy her a cake.
おめでとう、エミリア。
どういうこと
Emilia just completely stun-locked. I like how it's careful, it could be a trap. In what situation could this be a trap? I guess if the cake was poisoned or something. Oh, happy birthday.
ありがとう。いや、ありがとうじゃなくて、どうなってるの？
アホ、どうもこうも、お前の誕生日を祝う会に決まってんだろ。
おっさん、どういうこと？私怒られないの？
I do love that Emilia is just like, what, you're actually not mad at me?
怒るわけないじゃない。あなたたちの協力によって多くの人が救われたって、ガーディアンズ総裁から直々にお礼の言葉が届くくらいなのよ。
ガーディアンズからルミアがそんな報告を。
Yeah, so at the end of the last quest, Lumia asks for Emilia's name, and I think Emilia just assumes that Lumia's going to lodge a complaint with the Guardians. But it turns out that it sounds like Lumia's actually put in a commendation.
それにお前は命令違反をしたわけじゃねえ。自分がやるべきことをやった後にガーディアンズに協力したんだ。筋が通ったやり方じゃねえか。むしろ筋が通ってねえのは俺の方でな。
Yeah, so Kraz finally admitting that he's obviously been screwing up a bit recently.
なんか言った？
ああ、なんでもねえよ。 それでだな。エミリア、ちょっとこっち来い。
Yeah, Kraz just sounds incredibly awkward.
何？近づいた途端にげんこつとか嫌だよ。
しねえよ、あんなことは。たく話の腰を折りやがって。こいつを受け取れ。
これ何？
うるせえ。さっさと袋を開けてみろ。
これイヤリング？おっさん、これ何？
I do like the attention to detail that even the little earrings are obviously little wings.
あのな、誕生日プレゼントに決まってんだろう。
誕生日プレゼント？おっさんが私に？
Yeah, Amelia was just completely blindsided.
それ以外に何があると思ってんだお前は。
It's like, what else would I give you at your birthday party?
お前が誕生日ってことを聞いたのがギリギリだったから適当に選んじまったもんだが、まあ、取っとけ。
Yeah, Kraz basically like, oh, I just grabbed the first thing I saw. It's clear that he's put a lot of effort into that, or got someone else to do it for him, one of the two.
物一つ渡すだけでなんでこんなに疲れなきゃいけねえんだよ。
おっさん、ちょっとストップ。
ああ、今度はなんだよ。
その胸元にあるアクセサリー、そのネックレスってあれだよね。捨てたんじゃなかったの？
Oh, so this would be the necklace that she got for him a couple of episodes ago, and he threw it in the trash because he thought it was just some trash that Amelia wanted rid of. So he obviously cares enough that he's actually wearing it.
誰もいらねえようだったから、そのまま拾ったことにして俺がもらった。あんな文句あんのか？
He's still denying that it's anything to do with it being Amelia's, though. He's like, no, well, if no one else is using it, I guess I will.
文句なんてない。おっさん、よく似合ってる。そうだ、このイヤリングつけていい？つけていい？返事待ってない。つけちゃおうっと。
Yeah, happy Amelia is best Amelia.
綺麗、すごい綺麗。見て見て、これ綺麗でしょ？ほらほらほらほら。
現金なやつだぜ。
誕生日パーティーを開くとか言った時は一体何事かと思ったけど、なるほど、こういうことだったのね。
So it was actually Kraz's idea to hold a birthday party for her. He'd obviously pretty much forgotten it was her birthday coming up, but when he got reminded about it, he's obviously decided to put a bit of effort in.
あなたにしてはなかなか小粋な真似するじゃない。
俺はチェルシーの案に乗っかっただけだ。
でも今のあの子の笑顔は間違いなくあなたが作り出したものよ。ほら見てみなさい。
あいつもああやって笑うんだな。
Very wholesome part of the game, this.
プレゼントをもらったら誰だって嬉しいし喜ぶものよ。
それにしたって喜びすぎだ。
大切な人からのプレゼントは格別なの。あなたにだって分かってるはずよ。
どうだかな。
相変わらず素直じゃないわね。
てめえも相変わらず遠回しな言い方しやがるな。
So again, this is kind of hinting that there is some previous sort of relation between Kraz and Ursula. They clearly know each other for quite a while. And it seems like they know each other on a personal level rather than just on a business level. Okay, so we've got a few more missions. So we have Sacred Stream, Sakura Blast, Demons Above, the Offertory Box, which is a trade mission. So a lot of like the basic New Days ones, really. So, is it time to go on a free mission? Is that the play? Time to go on an open mission while the getting is good. Sounds fair. So we'll bring Yuta along as well. Actually, we do have someone who wants to speak to us here.
エミリアのテンションが異常なほどに高いみたいだが、何かあったのか？なるほど、誕生日か。ならば喜んでいるのもうなずけるが、なんとも喜びすぎな気もするな。プレゼントをもらって嬉しいのはわかるが、あそこまで狂気乱舞するものだろうか。
He's like, can you please dial it back?
まるで祝ってもらうのが初めてで、喜びの抑え方がわからないという感じだ。祝われることに慣れていないとも言える。
That's a very interesting dialogue line. You think the girl had never had anyone wish her happy birthday before? Given how she was acting in there, and the fact she was kind of surprised by birthday presents and things like that, I wonder if she has never had anyone wish her happy birthday before.
だとしたら、今までどれだけ恵まれていない環境に置かれていたというのだ。
Because we know that Amelia was found more or less abandoned, so we don't really know too much about her past, but we know that she didn't really have a great start in life. So maybe she has never had anyone wish her that.
子供とは無条件に幸せでなければならないのに、悲しいことだな。
Has Kuno got anything to say? No, she just doesn't care at all. Well, we'll go on a free mission. Looks like you want to speak to us first, though.
なあなあ、お前は白い旅人さんに会ったことあったりしないのか？そうか、ないか。お前と旅人さん感じが似てるから知り合いだと思ったんだけどな。白い旅人さんは時々村に来ていろいろなことを教えてくれた。なんていうか、あったかい人だ。まるで土神様のような、包まれるような感じの温かさだ。全然キャストっぽくなかった。
So that's interesting. So there used to be a cast that used to visit the village.
ただ時々寂しそうにしていたぞ。寂しそうというより誰かを待っている感じだったな。旅人さんは誰を待ってたんだろうな。お前には分かったりしないか
？Yeah, so you telling us about this traveller in white. Again, at the moment, we don't really know anything about them. We just know it's someone who used to visit Yute's village. But not much more beyond that. So let's do a New Days mission since we've unlocked a few. Let's do... We'll do Sacred Stream. A lot of the enemies are really low level, although they are 7+, so they will probably scale with us a bit. Hopefully. No, they are level 7. Well, this will be a short one then, I think. So I just want to see what the difference in charge damage is. So we're hitting about sort of 50 to 60 with the first charge. We do want to be switching armor here actually, because a lot of things are ground here, I think. Yeah, that is pretty nice damage. What about if we go to the twin handguns? It's the same animations and everything, it's just a bit more damage. So stage 1 is about 70 damage, stage 2 is about 100. But the second stage charge honestly is almost immediately after the first, so we kind of almost may as well just use the second stage all the time. I feel like I was nowhere near that trap, to be honest, but I really hate the first person aim in this game. It's like somehow it feels even worse than PSU. I think what it is, I think the reason I don't like it is because the controls for it are a bit weird. So once you go into first person mode, you would think that to move the reticle would be the same analog stick as the camera, but for some reason, I don't know if it's just the way mine's set up or not, but for some reason for me it switches over to the left stick for the aim when you're in first person. So it's obviously going to be a very, very easy mission. I thought the enemies might have scaled to your level a little bit, but apparently not. So we'll just blow through this just so we can get back to the story again, I guess. The exploding robots are still a little bit annoying, but I guess things are a bit low level here, it's really not too bad. Again, I think the reason for getting you to the open missions is just so that you experience more of the different areas. I will say that having the extra 50 health boost from the abilities is actually quite nice. Just also realised it's quite an interesting mix of enemies this. So you've got all the machines are ground elements. So for those you want to use lightning armour. Sorry, for the ground machines you want to use lightning weapons, and ground armor. But then the armed servants are lightning elements. I think there are some other ones that are another element as well, so it's quite a mix. So it makes it kind of awkward to use the right armors for it. You'd be switching quite a lot. Because these are in level 7, I'm not too concerned about switching. But if they're higher level, I will be switching armor a lot. So there is a switch up the top by the looks of things, but I'm guessing we have to defeat these to unlock the area. So really, considering that he's a lightning element and we're using lightning guns, that charge damage isn't too bad. If we're hitting 100 damage on things that are resistant to our element, that's pretty good. And only they don't give you a staircase down the other side, so you have to go all the way back around again. Yeah, the range on those traps is huge, actually. More or less as soon as you're in the activation range, you're in the actual damage range as well. So we at least have some new gimmicks in this quest, so we do have some dark rooms. Okay, so the Sinnohs are a little bit higher level, they are level 11. Yeah, and these guys are light elements, so again it's, you know, another different element. Keep getting big rank weapon drops, but never anything that's actually usable for me. I barely even need to use the charge shots here, to be honest, because to be honest, it's more of a hindrance here against these robots because you dive towards them. So I just dive into the explosions when they explode. These guys I can do it on because they're safe to go up close to. Level 19. I do like in this game that the NPCs talk to you when certain things happen, so when I level up, you know, Amelia says, "Hey, you leveled up, I wonder where mine is." There's also things like if you get a rare drop, the NPCs will actually comment on it. And they'll say things like, "Wow, that's really rare." It just adds a little bit of character to the game, really. I think they also do it in PSO2 NGS as well, if you get a rare drop. If there's an NPC with you, they'll sort of remark on it. So are you going to be the last one, or is there going to be a double spawn after this? I'm kind of feeling that there's going to be a double spawn. Maybe there isn't. That's a really weak final room. I thought it would give us 2 at once. Unless it was 2 at once and one of them just didn't go into aggro range. Well, very easy quest, but whole point of doing that really was just to get through this, just to pull the next part of the story. We'll check the boxes just in case there's any escape dolls. You couldn't call that really. To be fair, escape dolls are a very common box drop at the end, so... Oh. And we haven't seen one of these yet in game. So these are random portals. So these appear at random at the end of a quest and take you to a special boss fight. So this could be quite fun actually. So yeah, this is a guy called Orgadiran, and he's a rare boss. He also has the PSO dragon music for his theme, which is really cool. So I think best bet is probably to go shotgun on this guy, just because he does have a lot of targets close together. He is, in my opinion, he is significantly harder than a lot of other bosses. Mainly because he does divine punishment. He's a very, very cool looking boss though. It's interesting that it's like his own special arena and everything as well. At high level in particular though, this boss really, really hurts. He also does those bombs as well, which actually latch onto you. Yeah, very, very cool boss. You can see the sort of elements of his design that look very similar to things like Dulcfacus from PSU. Yeah, so that's actually cool to see on video actually, because it's quite rare that. So he's a rare boss that can appear, I'm pretty sure it's pretty much any open mission. He also drops those weapon badges as well, which you can collect. Yeah, really cool looking area. Doesn't say where it is or anything, it's just all question marks, but just a really cool little rare boss. This is one of the things I love about Infinity though, is that it has loads of little extra things like this. You're certainly in a good mood. No, you are very much not always like this.
エミリアったら先日の誕生日パーティーからずっとこの調子なんですよ。自分の部屋にいてもイヤリングを見てはニコニコしていますしね。
Yeah, again, Mika's sort of given this impression that she's a little bit of a stalker.
ダメダメ、ストップ。変なこと言わないでよ、も
う。いいではありませんか。エミリアにとっての喜びは私にとっても喜ばしいこと。いいえ、エミリアだけではありません。 私にとってグラールに生きる人々の喜ぶ姿を見ることが何よりも嬉しいことなのです。
なんていうか、ミカって規模のでっかいこと言うのが好きだよね。全グラールをどうこうとかさ。 そういえばどうしてミカは私たちに協力してくれるの？
私にとってあなたたちは息子でもあり娘でもあり孫でもあり
So Mika obviously feels very much linked.
家族であるからですよ。
Yeah, very much linked to the humans. I guess because the ancients created the humans, so that kind of makes sense.
はい。
旧文明人により生み出されたヒューマン。それは無から作られたものではありません。私という器をもとにして生み出されたものなのです。
じゃあつまり私たちみんな元を正すとミカから生まれたってこと？
ええ、そうなりますね。故に私はあなたたちを守りたいと思うのです。
Yeah, so she basically sees all of humanity as her children.
母の愛みたいなものなのかな？私にはよくわからないけど。
Again, there's this sort of subtle hint that, again, with Amelia's past, so just not that she'd know about her mother's love, so I'm guessing she never knew who her mother was.
そうですね。今はプログラムでしかない私ですが、そうかもしれません。
おい、二人とも。みかんの匂いもするな。じゃあ三人とも。
ノックしてから入らないとダメ。まったくもうなかなか覚えないんだから。
Yeah, boundaries, youth.
それにミカの匂いって何？そんなの感じないけど。
そんなことない。ミカが出てきてるとき、いつも蜜のように甘くていい匂いがしてるぞ。
それはきっとティティの花の香りですね。
ティティの花？そんな名前の花聞いたことないけど。
かつて私が好きだった花ですよ。
うわ、何これ？何か頭の中に浮かんでくる。
すでにこの時代にはないものですが、数値化されたティティの花の香りが私の精神体から出ているのでしょう。
ダメだ。全然匂わない。
So basically all I'm getting from this so far is you smell like some flowers that don't actually exist anymore.
まあいいか。それより言うと、私たちに何か用があったんじゃないの？
あ、そうだそうだ。クラウチが呼んでたんだった。頼みたいことがあるって。
それじゃあ行こう。あんまり待たせるのも悪いしね。
Okay, so we'll go back and see Kraz again, see what he wants to say to us. First, Amelia has some more for us. I swear like half this playthrough is just me talking to Amelia.
あらあらエミリア、あんまり遊んでいるとイヤリングが傷んでしまいますよ。
She's absolutely obsessed with these earrings.
そうだった。無意識のうちになんかやっちゃうな。プレゼントなんだし、大切にしないと。
One thing I have noticed is all of the different sort of sprites of Amelia, I guess, for the text conversations. I don't know if any of them you can see the earrings in. I'm guessing that's a deliberate thing with the design so that you don't have to redraw it. I mean, I could be wrong, there might be some that show them, but so far I haven't seen them in any of the sprites.
そういえば聞きそびれていましたが、エミリアは何歳になったのですか？
私 私はこの前で確か17歳だったと思う。
確かですか？
私もともと孤児だったから誕生日とかが定かじゃないんだよね。
Yeah, so I guess she was an orphan from a very young age, so she doesn't really know how old she is, and that also explains maybe why she's never really had a birthday before. Which does kind of beg the question of how did Kraz know it was a birthday coming up if Amelia herself doesn't know? Maybe he knows more than he's letting on.
今の戸籍上で17歳になってるだけで、もしかしたら 1,2 歳下かもね。
そういうものなのですか。
私はちょっと特殊だから分かんなくなってるだけだよ。で、そんなのはどうでもいいじゃん。私の話は置いておいて、次はミカの話。ミカって何歳だったりするの？
私ですか？そうですね。旧文明時代が確か今から。
そういうボケはなしで。何万歳とか言われても実感湧かないし、そう見えないわけだし。
そうですね。この状態になるまで生きていた年月となりますと27回生まれの季節を見ましたね。
ということは27歳かな。思ったより全然若い感じだね。
I'm guessing that means she was 27 when she was alive in like a corporeal form.
思ったより若いですか。私そんなに年を取っているように見えるでしょうか。
I do find it funny that even Mika is self-conscious about her age.
そういうわけじゃないよ。ただミカはいつもすごく落ち着いてるから、ほら口調とかもすごくおしとやかだし。
そうですか。それではエミリアみたいな喋り方をすれば17歳になれるのでしょうか。
いや、慣れはしないだろうけど、なんか若者っぽくは感じるかもね。
面白そうですね。やってみましょう。
Yeah, this should be interesting.
おはよう。私はミカ。今日も一日頑張っていこうね。
Yeah, I really don't like that. Maybe just go back to how you were.
どうでしょうか。
I do love how you can just say, you look just like Amelia. Nice, not really working, but nice.
ひどいです。
ミカってば、帰ってきて。
And the entire Goral system was destroyed because Mika got too embarrassed about her age.
あのね、ああいう時は嘘でもいいからちゃんと褒めてあげなきゃダメ。ミカ傷ついて引っ込んじゃったじゃん。
I mean, to be fair, the alternative was to hurt your feelings, so...
嘘でもって。
ミカ、引っ込んだはずじゃ。もしかして聞こえてた？
私はやはり年寄りっぽいのですね。
違う、ごめんなさい。ミカってば。ダメだ、もう完全に引っ込んじゃった。
Well,
なんか昔生きてた頃に年寄りみたいとか言われたりしてたのかな。 とにかく今後ミカの前で年の話は禁止。
Yeah, so never bring up age when Mika's involved. Noted.
Oh, ああ、いいところに来たな。ちょうどニュースが始まるぜ。
はーい、グラールチャンネル5ヘッドラインニュースキャスターの春です。今日のニュースをピックアップ。グラール各地で発生している謎の集団失踪。その捜索依頼が後を絶ちません。無事発見された失踪者たちも揃って失踪時の記憶を失っており、原因の究明は未だできず、進展は見られていません。
So if you remember earlier in the story, you may remember that the guy in black showed up at the cash village and he was accompanied by a lot of, I think it was mainly beasts that he was accompanied by, and none of them seemed to be able to remember why they were there. So I would imagine that that links to this.
しかし、先日の文化保護地区の襲撃において、失踪者を統率する人物が目撃されており、重要参考人としてその足取りを調査中です。
Yes, that pretty much confirms that then.
今日のグラールチャンネル5ヘッドラインニュースはここまで。ニュースキャスターは春でした。バイバイ。今のニュースがどうかしたの？
この前、うちに侵入してきた襲撃者たちがいただろう。あいつらも失踪者だった。襲撃時の記憶がない点も全く同じだ。
So this ties in with what Ute was saying before. He said that he's pretty sure he could sense the guy in black nearby when Clad 6 got raided. So this kind of confirms that because all the people that raided Clad 6 can't remember it.
それってユートの村を襲撃した人たちと同じ状態ってこと？
何かが起こってるのは間違いないだろうな。そしてそれと申し合わせたように一つまずいことが起きている。情けない話だが、失踪者を捜索していたうちの社員が失踪しちまった。
うわ、それって泥沼じゃん。
失踪者は犯罪に従事させられる可能性がある。記憶のあるなしは重要じゃなく、軍事会社の社員が罪を犯せばその信用は地に落ちるわ。
消息を絶った地点は分かったんだが、今うちで自由に動けるのはお前たちしかいねえんだ。言ってくれるか？
I think this time I will say, what do you say, Amelia? Because she kind of lambasted me before for just agreeing to something without consulting her.
聞くまでもないでしょ。私たちしか行けないんだったら行くだけよ。
I still feel like I got lambasted again, but
任せてよ、おっさん。ちゃっちゃと見つけてくるからさ。
おいおい、えらい変わりようだな。この前まで仕事したくないってわめいていたのはどこのドイツだよ。
that is certainly a line. Who put the zippity in your doodah?
そんなのはもう忘れたもんね。今はこいつが一緒にいてくれてるし、きっとなんとかなるよ。
大した自信だ。じゃあ任せちまうが、くれぐれも油断だけはするなよ。
It is nice to see this relationship between Emilia and Kraz mended. So we do have something from Chelsea. Does Kraz want to speak to us at all? No, but Ursula does, so we'll speak to Ursula.
焼けちゃうわよね。
もしかしてエミリアのバースデープレゼントのこと？
私には何もくれないままだったくせに。で、昔のことを言っても仕方ないわね。それよりも今よ、今。
So again, there's this little hint that Ursula's dropping there, talking about how Kraz got Emilia that present, and saying that he never gave her any presents. Why would he give her presents? You can probably start to put together this now.
今度こそ逃がさないでね。
And this is kind of confirming what you might have suspected.
あのね、クラウチをスカウトしたのはそんなんじゃないわよ。あ、何を言っても昔の話に繋がっちゃうわね。もういいわ。やめましょう。
はいはい。そういうことで、今の会話は内緒ね。内緒。黙ってないと大変なことになるよ。
Yeah, I will keep quiet because the thought of Chelsea being against me is terrifying enough, but Ursula as well. So there is a little bit of a hint there, as I say, in Ursula's dialogue, that there was some kind of relationship between Kraz and Ursula. Josh wants to speak to us again.
4日前の入金と支出の記録がないわよ。先月分の抜けも今日中に片付けておいて。
たく、水筒管理とか俺にさせんな。そういう細かいことはお前んとこの秘書にでもさせろよ。
私と秘書はこの後本社含めスカイクラッドの役員招集手続きがあるの。あなたみたいに暇じゃないわけ。それにうちに吸収分割させた保険事業をもっと拡大するためにタルカスシティに支社を12羽置く予定なのよね。
Again, Ursula's showing this like very proactive, business-minded side of herself.
土地の視察もしなくちゃいけないしね。とにもかくにも忙しいのよこっちは。だからあなたに任せてしまいたいんだけど。
ボス、秘書から連絡あったね。今夜惑星化粧品工業連合会にて会食。明日早朝本社代表として任命されている産業推進会議への出席。それから経済誌8社にファッション誌13社からインタビューの依頼が来てるって。
Yeah, she's a very, very busy woman.
ファッション誌のインタビューは出るわ。新作コレクションのショーと合わせて会場で行いましょう。ショーの舞台制作経過報告は聞いてる？
アイススケートリンクを作るのにずいぶん難航してるみたいね。あくまでもファッションショーだし、氷の演出は VR にしちゃったら？
いいえ、ここは通すわ。 VR では本物の空気が作れないの。費用なら本社に掛け合うから。
はいはい。じゃ、その旨をプロジェクトチームに伝えておくね。
それとインタビューで使うカメラマンはこちらが指定したもの以外なら受けないわ。それは雑誌社に話を通しておいて。
Probably the first time you haven't had a translator line for Chelsea.
すっごいバリッバリの仕事っぷり。でもあんだけ忙しいってのになんでわざわざおっさんの監督を直接やってるんだろう。
Yeah, why is she here looking after Kraz personally? Yeah, given what we saw in the previous conversation.
それこそ秘書にやらせればいいのに。
So it's giving you a little bit of an insight into Ursula, really, into what's going on. There is clearly a big connection between these two. So finally, we'll talk to Chelsea.
チェルシー、ごちそうさま。
もうエミリアは女の子なんだから、ジュースを飲むにももっとお上品に飲まないとダメなのよ。
ジュース飲むのに上品も下品もないっしょ。あれ、これ製造元インヘルト社ってあそこ亜空間研究をしてる会社だよね。
I love how Inhelt make a subspace reactor and also juice.
なの総合科学企業よ。インヘルト社はいろいろな分野で手広くやってるね。
Okay, so there is a general chemical company that just deals with a lot of different areas.
亜空間研究ばっかりがクローズアップされるから他はあんまり聞いたことないかも。
他はね、ヘルスケアやエレクトロニクス、工業薬品なんかのケミカル事業、建築、医療。そのジュースはヘルスケア部門のものね。
飲んだ後でなんだけど、これやばいもんじゃないよね。
大丈夫よ。それ大人気の商品ね。それだけじゃなくて、インヘルト社は社会にしっかり貢献している有料企業よ。
This is quite interesting because obviously from what we've seen of Inhelt so far, we've got a very sort of mixed opinion of them. They have a lot of security problems and they're dealing with some very serious things with the subspace reactors, but they're clearly also done it a lot to good causes. Now, is that a front for what they're actually doing?
水中ドームみたいに水中での住居施設を設計したのもインヘルト社だしね。株もすんごい上がっちゃって買っておけばよかったな。インヘルト社の社長さんが亜空間理論を発表してから評価急上昇だもんね。
有料企業ね。
Yeah, so just a little bit of background on Inhelt, I guess, just to fill us in about what they're actually involved with, which turns out is quite a lot. So I think I'm going to assume that the next one is just to take that mission that Kraz was talking about. Yeah, take a minute with you to more to search for the missing Little Wing employees. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll pick that up in the next episode. So, as usual, this series for PSP 2 goes live to members first, so members will get access to it on a Monday. Everyone else will be able to watch it from about the Wednesday onwards. So if you want to be one of the first ones to watch it, consider joining the channel as a channel member. Otherwise, feel free to like, subscribe, comment, all the usual YouTube stuff. I do a couple of videos a week and I also stream on a weekend as well. I am considering doing a midweek stream at some point as well, but I'll update you guys if that happens. This Sunday as well, so going forward we may potentially start doing multi-streaming on Twitch. I'm going to test it on the day that this video is recorded, and if it goes well we'll start to do multi-streams on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, hope you're enjoying the series so far, and see you guys in the next one.